I've been to other playgroups before this, but I just felt that being and just spending my money on things that I really didn't need, I was lost and really unmotivated. Coming to Multi-Mix Mob, which is mostly an Aboriginal playgroup, I found the women to be welcoming and really supportive. I've been educated and learned things about Aboriginal culture I never knew. My daughter and I started attending on a weekly basis, which was fantastic. They were always running workshops and had speakers coming in, which was really informative as I was having a hard time with my 2-year-old. They also had support workers who would attend every week. At Multi-Mix Mob, I found a group of strong, supportive, accepting women. They made my daughter and I feel very comfortable, and before long we were confiding in each other and seeing that we shared a whole lot more than what we thought. At Multi-Mix Mob, we completed lots of parenting courses as well as TAFE courses, some of them being creating community events, Cert 2, and the WOW course as well. With completing the Creating Community Events course, we gained confidence and started hosting the Career Kids Disco and, more importantly, White Ribbon Day. This is a day when we as women with our children stood together to say no to violence against women. White Ribbon Day was such a success and is now in its 4th year. It was done with lots of passion from everyone involved, especially the Multi-Mix Mob. White Ribbon Day has brought together our community to talk about a subject that is kept silent, through a day that involves performances, guest speakers, community organisations, high schools, a free barbecue, playgroups, preschools, community groups, politicians, and many great activities such as face painting, tattooing, makeovers, hand printing, and pledge writing for young and old. White Ribbon Day is a male-led campaign that we tailored to a community-led campaign, as we believe that it was a perfect opportunity to involve all and encourage the males that lead the events, as they do when taking the pledge. It is a great thing to see young and old males taking the oath never to commit violence against women. Not only have I grown by attending Multi-Mix Mob, but I have encouraged my 4 children to believe that they too can make a difference in their community. I'm currently employed at Multi-Mix Mob, completing my diploma in community services at TAFE, and I know that this would not have been possible without the support and encouragement from the strong, deadly women at Multi-Mix Mob.
I'm a young mum of 3 kids. I was a stay-at-home mum. I never ever thought about going to playgroup in my life because I just thought it was for old people, like being honest, like older mums, and I didn't want to go and be looked down on because I had children so young. I used to bump into Cecily every morning taking my daughter to a preschool called Buunji, and she used to say, "Come," and I was like, "Nah, that's shame." And to the point where like I kept bumping into her, I couldn't cross the road or dodge her. So I was like, "Alright, okay, I'll come." But it's the best thing that I've done, coming from like having children young. I know a lot of mothers do it, but you stay home, like it's just what you do. Like, yeah, you go to your park, but like that's just where you feel safe, that's your security, everything you need's in your home. But you lose so much, like you become like weird, like you feel awkward when you come outdoors, it's like you can't speak to people because you're cut off from the world. I've now coming to playgroup, I've learnt so much, I've done so many courses. My children, they have so much support for my kids. I have now one of my children's in childcare through linking up with the services they have. I've done my first aid, I've done community courses. I also have a passion for music. And it's something that I did before I had kids, and then when I had kids I thought like, oh, I can never do whatever again because it's all about my kids. But now I'm thriving knowledge. I don't want to stop. I want to get out and tell everyone, it's possible. I want to go to uni, but I never wanted to go to uni when I had kids. Like I thought that was it. But yeah, pretty much that's but yeah, and they're so supportive, everything, like they're so supportive, like now that I go, I try and get all the other mums that are at home, and they're like, "Oh, I'm coming," I'm like, "Oh please," I was like that, like I was like that, I shame. I was so ashamed, but now I'm like, I'm not ashamed no more, because I'm glad I brought my kids around other kids, because how are they supposed to interact and learn, you know? But yeah, that's everything I have to say.
I'm just going to read this quote that I found, which I think sort of sums up what we try and do for everybody. Each of us have lived through some devastation, some loneliness, some weather superstorm or spiritual superstorm. When we look at each other, we must say, I understand. I understand how you feel because I have been there myself. We must support each other because each of us is more alike than we are unalike. That's by Maya Angelou. So I think that sort of, everyone would understand what we're trying to do at Multi-Mix Mob, and from the girls' stories, we've all come such a long way. I believe that to build a strong family, you need to support the parents in times of stress and disadvantage. This will provide them with all the support they need to resolve these issues and therefore help to break the cycle of abuse and neglect. Empowerment is a word I often use. I believe it is the key to making a difference in our families' lives. Because once families are empowered, they gain their confidence and strength and determination to be the best parent that they can be. Strong families equal strong children. This painting on the screen was painted for Multi-Mix Mob by Katrina Ross, who is involved with the Deadly Tots project. We actually auctioned this at one of our White Ribbon Day events that she donated. She said that the woman in the middle is the guitar mob, and all the circles of the women and children who gather and support each other in each area of spiritual turmoil, and the turtle represents our Multi-Mix Mob logo. We as services workers in our communities cannot do this on our own. Building trusting partnerships and working together is the key to succeeding in this process. We could not have supported all these families without the support from all our partners. There were many times where I was volunteering or did not know if we would be able to make it through another year due to lack of funding. And that is where partnerships have come to our aid, so we're really grateful for that. Now that's our presentation, our spoken presentation anyway, so you'll hear...
The quote earlier